and their political aims, that those men don't have human feeling, not even when it comes to their own people. I was on his space last time when he was, very worried about the killings, and there is this guy called Jack. I think most of you here will know him. I still have that tweet on my. I save it on my bookmark, or let me even use. I will try to put it on this in Jumbotron later. During that day that the Fulani massacre people on the on Enugu, this thing, one, that Jack was even tweeting that Fulanis, nobody have the right to restrict the movements of Fulanis, even giving it as a warning that Fulanis are part of Nigeria. I will put it on the Jumbotron here. After I finish, I will take time to find that tweet, and that guy was like very mad on that Jack. This Jack is among of them who always come out to criticize our prime minister and our effort, every effort that we made to see that we have our own security, the Biafra Liberation Army. This Jack is always there to talk down and to call us terrorists. But on his very surprise, the same day that the people were massacred, that Jack was on his space, listening and tweeting that nobody should even talk of even trying to restrict that Fulanis are the part of Nigeria. And since then, I don't know why I forgot this guy's name. He's beginning to recover himself from all these guys. So let me go back to your concern about our Prime Minister's tweet. You see, one thing you must know is any community that sabotage our men on ground should not be taken lightly, especially when it comes from the head. Because you see, if the head, like the Igwe in that village, doesn't want to cooperate with our security outfit, the Liberation Army, and they keep on sabotaging it. He keep on sabotaging it, and our boys get being killed there. I don't think it should be something that we take lightly. And if the youth of that village are not doing anything to tackle that Igwe, yeah, no matter how you feel about it, we cannot take our men to just expose our men to danger. No commander do that. No good leader. Even though you get a mention of our Mazin and the Kano, even though it's Mazin and the Kano, he cannot just expose our army to danger like that because of don't get me wrong, but if you clearly show that you don't need these men, And now it's not that it's the community, is from the community themselves sabotaging these men. Then why should we even care? To me, that is how I feel. You Biafran activists, can you just imagine if you are among those security who will be taken there, and knowing that other people who went there are being sabotaged and was killed? Just imagine, you Biafran activists, if you are among those who our prime minister will be sent again there. Just take your time to imagine it. So no matter how you feel or no matter how you take it, no commander, no good leader will sabotage his men for such community. Rather, we will plan ahead of them. Just like yesterday, I forgot because I used to go to many spaces, but I think it was in a space. Okay, yeah, the space is in our prime minister handle. The space he hold yesterday, and no, not space. The live program about the card, ID card. A man called in there and trying to make his contribution, and the problem he's encountering about a certain community who always call soldiers for him because he tried to register the people in that village for their ID cards. Just imagine such a community. They don't want to welcome anything about Biafra. They keep on sabotaging those who are trying to put effort on ground to help the poor ones, the poor masses there to register and vote there. Just imagine such a community. If such thing continues, and tomorrow there is a bridge of or there are killings there, and also we try to send our men and they sabotage this thing, then you will start to feel maybe our prime minister, no, even Ismia will take it more than the way he take, because guys, anyone who call you human is somebody you will take as a human. Person who don't see you as a human, who see you as a goat, if you continue to follow that person, either you get problem or you become that goat that he sees you like. Let me just leave it here. Most of these guys know what they are doing, but it's left for the poor masses, the villagers, to do something, because you can't force yourself where you are not needed. That is the common truth. And if you try that, believe me, no matter how strong you are, you must get problem. No matter how strong or fortified or equipped you are, you must get problem. You can't force yourself in a community or in a town or anywhere that you are not needed. You cannot force yourself and succeed. Thank you. That is what I just want to contribute for now.
Okay.
Somebody, yeah.
Thank you very much. Wanyama, you will go next, but let me chip in something. Um, BLA is a volunteer force for a reason, and this takes me back to what I said before. This these individuals, like I said before, I said there is no how in a community every member of a community rejects Biafra Liberation Army, or every member community are all participants in this sabotage. I suggest, I humbly suggest that there can be something like a disguised Mossad or something like that to know these particular saboteurs.
If sorry to cut you, if the prominent people in that community, if the prominent people there in that community are the ones sabotaging, I think it's enough to for them to answer for the whole village.
The prominent people in that community, like traditional rulers or the prime ministers of that community, sabotaging. Uh, is that what you mean? Maybe the traditional rulers and the chiefs in that community sabotaging is enough reason.
Yeah, the prominent, the Igwes, the traditional rulers, the prominent people,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
youth.
that's what I mean. So there are enough reason for our people are those traditional rulers representing um are they recognized by Biafra Republic government in SI? This
Biafra activists. What you must know as of now is, it's even better let the youth sabotage you than let the prominent people in a community being the one sabotaging you. It's even more better let the youth, let the villagers, the common villagers, then the prominent people welcomes you, because they will know how to protect you than the common villagers.
my
That is
brother,
what you must know.
my brother. Thank you for your submission. Thank you very much. But there is a video of Nando Carlos saying this, that there was a particular tradition where there were red. He said there were red cap chiefs and traditional rulers that were trying to undermine the security of our people. And Martin Carlos said, "Go there today and ask them the whereabouts of that traditional ruler." That that is the Martin Carlos that I know. Because one small idiot that likes money should not be the reason thousands of our people's lives should be endangered. That there are traditional rulers, because the traditional ruler, for what I know, is under the state government now. They can be easily removed and changed. So they carry out the works of their paymasters. And these people are very accessible to Biafran Defense Forces to teach them a lesson, more than the governors that have high securities. Because these
What
people,
what what you are saying is true, but listen, without the cooperation of the villagers, also, it's very hard, no matter how strong you are, to get to their leader.
my,
No matter how loose you see he is,
my brother,
without the cooperation of the villagers, also, the villagers must show that this man is not speaking for them. Without them showing that, which means also it's like they are standing with him.
my brother, you can't just conclude that the villagers are standing with him,
Have
because
you have
we
have you
haven't
had any of them speaking against the man?
we haven't no. How will you know? That's what this is the reason why I'm
How
telling.
will you know? How will you know? There are many of this is a digital world now. Most of the guys, you see, I was in what is this guy name himself? The other guy, what do they call himself? I think not Sugar Uncle, the other guy. I don't know how his name escaped my mind. I was in his space the day he was hosting about this Enugu killing, and some guys from the Enugu this thing. Even let me tell you,
That grandmaster.
most of these guys fighting our liberation, most of them are from Enugu. I'm sorry to say this. Most of them. Okay,
my
check
brother.
the. I heard that even this Ada, this thing is from Enugu, but this is not what we are going. We come here to discuss. But what you have to know is that the security of our men on ground should be the first priority of every commander.
My
Thank you.
brother, my brother, thank you very much for your submission. Now let me chip in something before I give the mic to Wanyama. If a traditional ruler or some few individuals should be the reason the Biafran Defense Forces should be withdrawn from a community of thousands of innocent villagers and old women, because I would like what I heard. I heard that the young men in that village have totally deserted that village. Nimbo, Ozowane. The people left are old women that can't even run with the stupid traditional rulers. Sisi will take the issue the traditional rulers and teach the other traditional rulers a lesson. If Peter Mba send you to go, and do a dirty work again, when you hear that the other one they sent, he said it was cut off, you will withdraw from that your traditional ruler and save your life. This is my own point of view. Because few individuals should not be okay. Hope Uzodinma is not accepting, does not accept to Biafra Liberation Army. He's a prominent person in Imo State, just like the traditional ruler. Should because of Hope Uzodinma should we, because of Hope Uzodinma, allow Biafrans in Imo State to suffer? This is just the same thing. Because that's why I'm praying for Biafra, for Voice of Biafra to be fully activated in all parts of Biafra. So we will hear directly from the villagers. They tell us their problem. Please,
Um,
if you're working in the government, please.
Biafra
So,
activists
my brother,
using
my
a
brother,
Hope
my brother, let me
Uzodinma as a case study in this issue, as a giving here as an illustration
my
is
brother,
not
my
the
brother,
right.
please.
Listen, listen, listen.
My brother, please. I'm sorry for meeting you. I will unmute you. Please, I want to say something. I know there are people working in the government here now, in the Biafran government. If there is a way, we can also set up a small unit of investigative volunteer investigative journalists that can also casually go to these communities, interview them, maybe blur their faces, hide their names, interview them, hear from them, and also post. It is we can appreciate if Voice of Biafra was actually active now, we will hear directly from these villagers. They will call Biafra radio and tell us this and this is what is happening. This is how the sabotage is going. These are people sabotaging us. We can't just conclude because we don't know. We don't just know. Okay, the Biafran Defense Forces, their works are for our security, right? Yeah, and their safety too should be considered, right? Yes. But if I'm set on a mission and some few individuals sabotage a mission, I go back because my work, why I joined this volunteer force, is to save, is for the security of my people. Yeah, yes. Then when I go for a mission and I'm sabotaged, I go back, re-strategize, go for the know how to tackle this sabotage, these these people who sabotaged. They know how I can be able to carry out my functionalities without the saboteurs knowing our means of operation and how we came and left the community. It can be done. This is my own point of view. Wanyoma, if you are there, please go on.
Thank you, my brother Biafra activist. Thank you, everybody that is on this space. Um, the thing that happened with our people is that some of us we don't think two ways. We only think one way. I don't know the reason why killings, people from another country will come to your ancestral land and kill you, and the government you are calling, the government is nowhere to be found. Each time it happens, you will call the government is nowhere to be found. And when these people come to kill you, the soldiers will be aware, the government will be aware, and they will leave you to your own fate. But you have somebody that can defend you. You have somebody that has sacrificed his life to defend you. If those people come, you will go back and call the people that were there that didn't come to save you. Is it not madness? No. If it is not madness, tell me the meaning. The people that they call Igwe now, they are political Igwes. They are not Igwe that love their people. They are the Igwe that the governors put in order to use them to do evil against the people. We have to call a spade a spade. The high time we recognize what they are doing, the better for us. Enugu people, especially the people from Nim or Nimbo or where, people are killing you. You see people that wants to come and save you, you will say no. But to me, the sabotage is not coming from the people. If the Igwe there, if we are sure that that Igwe is against what we are doing, I don't know why they will allow him to see the brightness of every new day. This Biafra thing, we are in the liberation phase. Anybody that serves as, in fact, anybody that blocks the way, the person was supposed to put aside, no matter who the person is. Eh? Fulani have tried to Imo State is not falling because the people, they stood their ground. They want to open a new front over there, and the Enugu people are just there. They are doing nothing. And if this type of thing happens, you will see the fools. They will come on space. They will rant. They will bant. They will back. They will croak. They will sharp. After, they will enter their useless homes and sleep. The people that lost their lives, they are gone. They will wait until another one again. My suggestion in that Enugu case is is let there be somebody on ground. Let the person ask questions. Let the person find out for the Biafrans what is really going on in that Enugu state. because every time I hear them, they sabotage, we want to really know the grade of people that are sabotaging it, the main people that are doing that evil work. We just want to know, because we will not leave Enugu State open. Because if we leave Enugu State open, if Fulani gains ground there, they will from there and launch attacks. We will not leave it open. We have to find out the people that are the problem there and deal with them. Enugu State is not going to be open. Because if we are saying we will leave them to their fate, we will leave them to, if Fulani grab the land, they will use it as, that is they will from there and attack us. So the main thing I'm suggesting is, let there be a thorough investigation to find out the group of people who they are, that they are against what we are doing. Because this Biafra liberation has gotten to a point that we cannot afford to leave any stone unturned. Our children are inside the bushes. They are sleeping in the bushes, under rain, under sun, protecting us. And we will not use the stupidity of some and leave our land open for Fulani to enter from there. It will never be done. So my suggestion on that is, let there be thorough investigation. Let us know exactly who the saboteurs are.
Um, thank you very much, my sister. Thank you very much. Because I I I can't see the reason the lives of our men will be put in danger. Then a stupid traditional ruler is very comfortable in his throne with his children. Very comfortable. They are not in Abuja or Lagos. They are still comfortable in that village when the lives of our men are in danger. See, bring that man head and teach others a lesson. This is what you can't put the lives of our men who volunteer themselves. These our men are people's children. They are people's children. Sisi Bute, bring the person's head and teach others a lesson. You can't sabotage. You can't put the lives of our men in danger and still remain alive. Look at what is happening. We are trying to liberate ourselves from Nigeria. We are fighting jihadists, and a stupid traditional ruler should be the reason our people will be killed. When we should be going, when we should be going after governors and this traditional, these are the people we need to be going after. If you say you will stand on the way of our liberation, on the way of our security, then you are a threat to us. You are a threat to us. If you stand on the way of our security, you are a threat. You become an enemy. This is how we should treat these people. We don't just because of few individuals live the lives of innocent people there. We don't just because of few greedy criminals live the lives of innocent people at stake. We go back, re-strategize, go after these people. Hi, God.
So, let me say something about Omahi versus P2B or something. I don't like putting my mouth on it, but due to the fact that Omahi mentioned Igbo, That is why I want to put my mouth on this issue. You see, in Nigeria, it is like eating on a dining table. Whenever you see them eating on a dining table, they maintain dining manners. They do not talk. If you look at the road they tell you they want to do, there are many roads inside Edo, inside Kogi, inside that's linked to Cross River, to the south. Why are they not using that huge money to renovate those roads? If they need to be dual, they will do it. The Nigerian people are shouting they are hungry, they are hungry, they are hungry. The government is spending billions of money doing road. Who and who will ply that road? What is the importance of that road? And Peter Obi came out and told them that road should be should be on hold for now. Salvage the economy of that damned country. Omahe has the guts to come out and say Peter Obi is inciting Igbos against the federal government. No Igbo man that is living in the southeast can ply that road to start with. And the Omahe knows that from that road he wants to do, he will enrich himself. Therefore, he will not want anything to stop that road. Fashola did a three-lane road from Oriligomu head bridge or something. He did it 3 lane up to my 2 and stopped. But when that road was about to be done, Fashola said he will do it down to Seme. He used that road and they demolished people's houses, people's shops, people's damaged everything that is, oh my God. He used it to send many people home because he wants to siphon some money. Okay, today they want to do road. They will not sit down and ask themselves, what will be the benefit of that road? In as much as I don't like Peter Obi, not because of his person, but because he came out for this election to use it to halt what we are doing. Because had he been Obi did not come out, Britain knows that if Obi did not come out, Biafran would have enough reason to quit Nigeria by force. That was why they forced Obi out. Obi, in as much as if he is the president, he will not do much. But if Obi was to be the president, he will not spend that money on that road. Because I still wonder, Omahi with his big head is supporting Tinubu, who wants to siphon money. I don't know how many years that man still have to eat normal food. I'm sure by now he will not be eating everything because his doctor will tell him, don't eat this, don't eat that, don't eat that. Okay, since you are not eating it, why are you trying to siphon such a huge money? And that's the thing you see, if they start it, they will not finish it, because they are not after doing of the road, they are after the money involved. And you see some stupid idiots, they will come online and be validating what they think that they want to do. Who will that road help? That is the question. So if Omahi is talking his trash and his rubbish, he should take away Igbos from his mouth. The landmark beach, it is left for our people, because I don't know what they are looking for in Lagos, in the south, in the southwest. Upon all these things that are happening, you will see some of our people still using their money to buy land. If they don't know, if they have not seen the handwriting on the wall, they must be blind. Nigeria is divided along tribal sides. The earlier they know it, the better for them. Let them go home, establish in your homes, because whether they like it or not, Biafra must leave Nigeria. To myself, since I joined Biafra, since 2012, I have forfeited everything I have in the West. I don't care no more. If they are taking them, let them take. That is the mindset I want each and every one of us to have. Let they demolish everything they want to. Let them demolish it. Because our people are not annoying. Ndị Igbo anaghị anụ ntị. Ntị shiri ha. Ndị Igbo anaghị anụ ihe. Ha anaghị anụ ihe. Ihe ya eme gị nke mbụ, mee gị nke abụọ, mee gị nke onye nzuzu ka ịwụ. Onye nzuzu ka ịwụ. Eh? As I'm saying this thing now, I'm sweating under AC because the thing is boiling me inside. It is boiling me up. Because some of our people, they are daft. They can't even, oh my God, oh God, I'm burning up. So I'm not talking of their demolition, or if they are demolishing their whole house, let them do it. Because our people, Anna Hanonte, if you come online, you see what people are saying, you hear what people are saying. Every other tribes, they have equipped their people for attack. And you will come to Biafra land, you will see Biafrans attacking what we are doing. Eh? But the thing is, as Mazen Nandekano said it, nobody can stop the emergence of Biafra. And that is my faith. So whether Enugu people they like it or not, so all I know is let there be a thorough investigation. Let us know those that are sabotaging it, because I will say Enugu state in Yadere, Fulani will gain that ground, and from there they will attack us. So ihe ya akara anyị mma bụ anyị wepụ aka enwe n'ofe ahụ, ọ pụghọrọ aka mmadụ, anyị mara aka enwe ahụ si gbujipụ ya. Amara that person that is sabotage that people, let them be removed from Enugu state. Our boys are in the bushes, they are suffering too. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sister. You see, we have gotten to a stage where we don't give a fuck. We don't give a dime about anybody. we well I'm really anticipating, because maybe I'm seeing it that we are waiting we are waiting for after 2nd of December, right? Yeah, this is my prayer. Now we are actually waiting for after 2nd of December for things to escalate. I'm really hopeful. But like this guy that made a comment here, Jack, huh? If we are really serious, after Jack made that comment, his maternal homes, and then his cousins should be calling him to tell him that if there is anything that he is saying that is not good for the security of Biafra, that he should withdraw. I don't know if you are getting me. Can these people need to start knowing that we are not joking? Yeah, we are serious. This guy that made this statement, yeah, his maternal,
Sorry, the statement I put it on the jumbotron.
yeah,
You see, most of these guys don't care of what you are saying. These are people. These guys that you see now are the people who are even willing and working to replace these current criminals that you see in the government now. And believe me, when these guys, with their ambitions and their overzealous to achieve their aim, when they enter, they will be worse than these current criminals you see. So, and the problem is that you see most like in our space now, you cannot see you cannot see the use of some of this community now. But when people like German Prince, Sugar Daddy, or the other guy who space, or this Jack, you will see the same guys coming there to talk nonsense. So how can you just evaluate that and just reason about, just deliberate on those type of behaviors? It's very nasty behavior. If the youth cannot, like this village we are talking now, if there must be anything that will be done to get those people who are involved in this thing, it must be through the youth also in that village who really know their way about. You cannot just enter a village without there is this proverb in Hausa, they say, the megria kechingari, with a villager who understand the people, is who you can easily who can easily make your movement easy for you in a land where you don't understand.
my my brother, listen. You see, there's a reason we have civilians and we have security men. We have armed forces and we have civilians. Armed forces have ways of doing their thing. For them to know who is a saboteur and those sabotaging their efforts, it is not more that the youth will gather and they tag them. And this one is the one. This one is the one. There are many ways to engage a community to get information. That is the reason they are reason we have civilians and security operatives. I really hope, and I know that our men are highly trained in those aspects. Yeah, I have really lost my train of thought, to be frank. And there was what I was trying to say something before you. Okay, I was talking about this Jack. We should get in a time, and I know we have things like that too. We are If this guy he's very irrelevant. If he thinks he's very anonymous, that after making this statement, his maternal people from his maternal house will tell him people visited them today and brought out his issues, discussed it with them, and told them to warn him of his utterances that undermine the security of our people. If 3 people from his different part of his family calls him and they tells him to be very wary of how he make posts that undermine the security of our people, then he will know that we are not joking. We are not here to comment on social media and exchange words with him only. Because I don't know how people that have a many years known for killing people, we are seeing their footprint and their blueprint in the middle belt. Now they are in our land killing people. This stupid clan that calls himself Jack comes and boldly make a statement like this because he thinks he is unreachable, because he thinks he can say everything he wants and go scot-free. The government should take note and do something. I really hope that some Biafra government officials are on board and they should do something about it, because we really need to invest in the media, because many people still don't know that there is what is called Biafra Liberation Army today. When you talk about it, they tell you what they know is ESN. They don't know if ESN was disbanded. They don't know what is really happening. I will boldly tell you that there are people who don't know who is what. If you ask them, have they heard the name Simon Ekpa before? They need to be explained. That's why I'm really hoping and praying that the voice of Biafra really started real quick. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. There are people that still don't know that name, Simon Ekpa, in some part of Biafra land. I've gotten reports. Yeah. I've tried to reach out to some of our people to vote, and they haven't heard that name before. But there is no part of Biafra land that don't know the name of Mazen Nandekalo. This is what I mean. That media. Radio Biafra really helped. They hijacked Radio Biafra. The Nigerian government process in DOS have hijacked was one of the highest weapon of Mazen Nandekalo. And I know that the voice of Biafra is really, there are still works going on to make it reach everywhere. It will be one of the highest, it's one of the most successful things we have done on this liberation, setting up another Radio Biafra. We really need that media presence. And our Biafra liberation, our Biafra defense forces, they need media PR, seriously, because I don't see the reason why these men will be risking their lives, and then because of some few individuals, we choose to risk the lives of thousands because of few people, and then because of a sabotage of few people that got our men killed, we allow these people to still be comfortable. You don't assign me a squad, and my men get killed because of a sabotage of a traditional ruler, and that traditional ruler is still comfortable. I will go after him. You don't assign me a squad, and there's a sabotage of a traditional ruler gets my men killed, I will go after that traditional ruler. He will pay the price of sabotage. This is what I mean. Please, the Enugu State and Ebonyi State has borders with the Middle Belt. They are these are special place of concentration. Is thorough attention needs to be done there. It is not a yes, I know that the Biafran Liberation Army going after these Fulani jihadists and still facing our real enemies who are their enablers in army uniform, Nigerian army, is a kind of distraction. But at least we can set out a special squad. Mainly, maybe we can call them counter-terrorism squad, or set out this special squad for these jihadists in Enugu and Ebonyi State. Only Enugu and Ebonyi State Fulani jihadists counter-terrorism squad. Then we set out an emergency number, give it to some few villagers, some bike men, so that we can have this security alert. Then have men on guard who they can be farmers, they can be hawkers, they can be shop retailers. We can, Biafra land is our own. We can disguise anyhow and still carry out that function, that our functionality. This is actually why I set up this space, to beg the government, the Biafran government, to actually do something about this Enugu and Ebonyi states. These are they are the states at the borders in the Middle Belt. Please, something should be done. If there are people that still want to talk, they should request for mic, please. They should request for mic. Landmark beach demolition. I saw Rufai Oseni trying to divert the attention of our people from not seeing that this is a targeted economic sabotage against our people using our own person. This is how they do it. Like they're using Hopus Odema to fight against Biafra liberation in Imo State, using Peter Mbai in Enugu State to undermine, using the DOS to undermine the freedom of our people. This is the same way they are using Dave Omai against his own people. If anybody tells you that landmark beach demolition was not a targeted economic sabotage against our people, then that person is a liar. I saw Rufai Oseni saying we should not make it a tribal thing, that it is the elite against the people, it is APC against the people. It is not. If the president of Nigeria was a PDP member, it will still happen. If it was a Labour Party member, it will still happen. As long as Nigeria is concerned. But I see some people, when a killing occurred, they said APC government. When a PDP government was on, we are there not killings in the Middle Belt. We are there not killings in Enugu State. Once there is a killing, they start saying APC government, APC government, APC government. It is Nigerian government targeted economic sabotage against our people. And the only way to stop them is an independent Biafran nation. The only way to stop to put an end to this Fulani jihadist killing in Enugu State, in our land, the only way to put an end to it is an independent Biafran nation. An independent Biafran nation will put an end. It will put an end to the killings. Then we can have a peaceful region to carry out the economic Biafra that some few foolish individuals we are talking about. You can't be talking about economic development in a region where there is no security, where our lives are at stake, where our lives are at risk of jihadist attack at any moment, where if a jihadist attack occurs and they spend 4 hours killing our people, no security personnel will get involved because they aid them. A former army chief of staff told you so, but you think it's a joke? A former Nigerian army chief of staff told you so, and you think it's a joke? T.Y. Danjuma said it. You think he was just trying to push some conspiracy theories? What makes us different from these clowns that call themselves patriotic Nigerians, Igbo patriotic Nigerians, is taking things serious. They don't take things serious. When you tell them there is a jihad agenda, there's an agenda to Islamize and Fulanize us. Like the real Awusas were subdued by the Fulanis today. That there's an agenda. They say you're making a conspiracy theory. They say you're pushing a propaganda. You see? What makes us different from them is the ability to take things serious. Each time our houses are being demolished, markets are being burnt, when you say is a targeted economic sabotage against our people, Yoruba journalist comes to tell you is an APC against the people, when we know the highest victims are always our people. When we know the highest victims are our own people. The owner of London Beach was Onwunibe, right? If the owner of London Beach was a Yoruba man, it wouldn't happen. I can assure you of that. That demolition of that beach won't happen. It's a targeted economic sabotage to punish the Igbos for voting P2B to win over. And let me not, because Biafra didn't actually vote. The ignorant and stupid, gullible ones that voted, to punish them for voting P2B to win over Tinubu in Lagos State. Suddenly, our markets started going up in flames. Houses were being demolished. Houses that were assigned C of O's by the same Lagos State government suddenly becomes an illegal structure, and we are being demolished. Now, on social media, they now brag. If you say don't invest in Lagos State, they tag their Lagos State government hand and say, go and investigate if this person has a house in Lagos and see if it is an illegal structure and bring it down. They now brag. They brag with dealing with us. They are bragging about how they are destroying millions of investment of Biafrans. They are bragging about it, and they are telling you there's nothing you can do about it. But we know there's something we can actually do about it, and that is Biafra. And Biafra is their only threat. Their only fear is Biafra. That is why somebody Somebody like David Hundeyin, we always see Nnamdi Kanu as a threat. We always be envious of Nnamdi Kanu. Somebody that like David Hundeyin will do a very good job as an investigative journalist, but we have an unwarranted hate and resentment for Nnamdi Kanu because he seeks for secession, because he's exercising his right to self determination. That is why somebody like David Hundeyin will feel threatened by Mazin Nandekalo and actually comes up to tell you Mazin Nandekalo is not infallible. Because he is asking for Nigeria to be divided. He's asking, let my people go and govern themselves. If you're an Igbo person, you think somehow one Nigeria, P2B will get there, one Nigeria and the security, you are joking. If we're going to P2B that is going to the north, P2B is going to the north, pandering to them. So the P2B is feeding a 7-year-old child that can feed himself in the north. He is feeding a 7-year-old child that can feed himself in the north because of presidency. If P2B was not called out of him not talking about the killings happening in his own region, P2B wouldn't have talked about this recent killing in Enugu State. He talked about it because some few individuals called him out. That is the person you are saying if he goes to Asorok, he will have the enters attack. P2B will just will be a more useless Goodluck Jonathan. He will be a more useless Goodluck Jonathan. P2B. But it's over for him because he will never contest for any election in Biafra land again. I don't think there should be any election, any sort of Nigerian election in Biafra land again. There shouldn't. There shouldn't. Because if it's occurred, then we are not serious. There shouldn't be. Anybody coming to contest any election in our land again should know that he should sign his death warrant. Because you are trying to impose a government, you are trying to impose on us what we don't want. The people saying Mazen Nandekalo, the people saying Mazen Nandekalo is the worst thing that happened to Alibo will not tell you how voting for P2B has caused us demolition of our properties in Lagos State. Our markets being burnt, people killed in River State because of voting for him. They will not tell you how people were stabbed for voting for P2B. But Mazen Nandekalo is the worst thing to happen to Alibo. Hypocrite. Bunch of hypocrites. I will use the mic to Simon Padability. Please go on.
Yeah, thank you, Biafra activists. Greetings to everybody in this space of protocols we observe. Greetings to everyone. Yeah, I came in and I was kind of busy where then I left. I wanted to speak earlier. But yeah, Biafra activists, I'm tell you the truth. I'm here because of you, you know. Yeah, I'm here because of you because I don't even want to talk about P2B or the people that is looking for Igbo economy under Nigeria. You know, those people are just they are just the confused people as we call them. So I'm not gonna talk about them because absolutely we have seen how docile and confused they are because their mind has been, the way they is unfortunately like that is the way we do our thing and the way we reason and how we see things is not how them too see it. We we see before they see, if actually they even see. So I'm not here to talk about them. I'm just here to, because of you. And the reason why is that, yeah, I have been seeing you for a long time in this our movement, especially your comments and what you do, you know. But for a couple of days now, weeks, I know I've seen what the comments that you do, that you put out there, that is kind of disturbing. I've seen how people have been also commenting under your post, how but I really don't want to go through that. I really don't want to come in the comments. So I'm so happy to see you put all bringing up a space like this where we can also hear from you. And here we are. It's better we just voice it out, talk to each other, face like voice to voice, even we couldn't see ourselves. Me, I don't. Sometimes I don't normally like to, to be commenting commenting on posts. But the recent your comment, your comment about for few days now, for some few days, it's kind of disturbing. It's also linked to this killing of a days, especially in Enugu. Enugu is just the main problem, as we may say, as we may see today. So me and you are for me, I can you have been in this movement, and you know what is happening, and you know how things have been happening in Enugu from a period of time now. You know what the challenges our men are having over there, how things are being how they are being sabotaged whenever they try to make a move down to Enugu to help the about the killing and things that has been happening here. You can't tell me you are not hearing, you haven't heard such thing like they are being sabotaged whenever they try to make effort. The people, the villagers will invite the Nigeria forces that so people are coming to this place to be having a kind of gunfight with them, open fight that can also bring out casualties of innocent people that we don't want to want that to happen, you know, because when we engage these people face to face in open war, when our men try engage them in an open war where people are being surrounded, you know what the result will be. So I know that you may understand some of these things, but your comments that I saw you put out there about days ago is kind of disturbing. So I do love the way you bring this out so that we can voice it out, voice to voice. So I just want to tell you that that is not good. The way you put that comment, you may feel as in your understanding may be different, but it sounds like the people we are fighting against, even the people that are the one Nigeria list that you are calling here, the P2B people that we are also, fighting in this social media also. Your comments just there's no much difference from the way they do, as in the things they say. Your comment is gonna is kind of similar to what they do, that we also we fight them every day on social media. So what I'm saying is that how we are facing these people, the sabotage our men are having over there, but because of the things our PM posted on social media, our arms, the thing that he just posted, you make the comment that how can we have all this, and people are being killed that place, and Fulanis are being something like that, something similar. I might not quote you badly, but this is exactly like similar to this is how your comment sound. But if I might tell you that comment doesn't sound well, you as somebody like you to have somebody that have been in this movement that also it sounds like you are not following up, that you don't know what is really happening there. Like you don't know the effort our men are doing to stop those things, but just because of the sabotage they are getting, it's not really helping matters. So I don't like that comment. I'm gonna tell you that the comment that you made, it doesn't sound good. It doesn't. I didn't expect such from you, bro. I didn't expect such from you. I don't want to fight you on social media like others have been attacking you. But like I said, I don't. It's good the way we are saying it here now, voice to voice. So I want you to, it will be good for you not to make that such comment again, because most people have been seeing you in a different angle. If I might tell you, I've been hearing from them. I've been hearing from more from many people now. I've been seeing you even name calling. So I don't know if those name calling that you will like to accept it, unless it's not what you like. Those name callings, like that is not, you don't those name callings that, like, is not who you are, you know. But I wouldn't want you to be going in such ways, in such lines, for that kind of comment. You should have put up topic like why do our men be sabotaged in Enugu, something like that. Then let our people come in. Let's discuss it. Let's know what is the problem. you know let's know what is the problem. From there, you can hear one or two. You can also hear one or two information. Information is also key. What you don't know, other might also know it. But the way you just put that comment, it looks so suspicious to me. I was wondering if you are the one that put out that comment. So I'm here to tell you, please, let's just, when things like that happen, we should know how to bring out our feelings. Let's just not, because of the things that are being happening down there in Enugu, we can just speak the way we want, or we just say anyhow, like whatever thing we want to say. It doesn't go that way, it doesn't work that way. Sometimes you ask some questions. You may put up topic why our men are being sabotaged. Then from there we can hear one or two things. So this is what I want to tell you. You have to be, coming down for your own, if everybody that is genuine in this freedom. So we all know what we are fighting against. That comments like that you put out there can also attract some flies that will come and, chasing you up and down. I knew you know what I mean. So that's all I have to say. I don't want to talk about people that is want to build economy inside Nigeria. That is not our problem. We know our focus, and we know the people we are dealing with. Thank you. My brother. I thought I was outside.
Can anybody? All right. My brother, yeah, I heard you. So I actually posted what I posted on the jumbo trunks. I said I don't know how we post and display sophisticated weapons, and yet Fulani herdsmen still attack our people unchallenged, with none of them neutralized, no men on guard. This was my question from me, and I don't find anything wrong with me asking questions like this. To be frank,
Now, now, uh, your question.
my
Have
brother,
you
please
not
can
been
you
wait?
can you allow me to? I will still give you a chance to reply me. You see,
Go ahead.
I'm a consigned fellow, and you see this Biafra of a thing. I didn't just come up to fight for Biafra because of any individual. I I am in for this because I know it's the last hope to salvage our future generation. I didn't come out. I didn't. I'm patriotic to Biafra as a movement, not to anybody. If Mazin Nankalo comes out tomorrow and suddenly compromise, I will attack him. Because Mazin Nankalo will not come out and start standing anyhow tomorrow, and I won't react. Yeah, I am patriotic to Biafra, and I will always support any positive action that I know I have seen made investigation, and I'm convinced within me that this this person is taking the perfect and the positive steps towards Biafra liberation and Biafra freedom. I will always support. My diligence is to Biafra, and I will say it here. And I don't care if I'm called a saboteur. I don't care if I'm called names for asking questions or feeling concerned, because for me, I will always try to make my own suggestion, give advice, criticize subtly. That I criticize subtly does not mean I am against or that I don't appreciate Simon Ekpa's effort. You don't love Simon Ekpa more than me. Trust me, you don't. So I have the right to criticize what I feel that this is not comfortable. I'm not comfortable with this, or I don't like this. Exact. It does not mean that I'm not comfortable with it. Does not mean it should be taken, but it should be considered. It does not mean it should be taken. Any government that is not countered, protested, and questions being, and nobody is asking questions, I don't think it's I don't think it's a government. Somebody told me we're in a liberation phase, that I should mind what I'm saying. This is Biafra Republic government in exile. It's a government, unless it's not a government. And I actually voted a vote of no confidence on all the governors in the Southeast, right? Which you know. And my diligence and my solidarity is with Biafra Republic government in exile. So I have the right to plead, advise, and criticize my government and tell them to do better. But I'm not pleased with things like this or things like this, and tell them I'm also open to make me see better. I'm open to make me know what I don't know, because I don't know. It's not everything I know about this struggle. I was very concerned that the first killing happened at the Enugu state, and the second happened because after the Niger government proceed media dogs went again to attack cows, killing cows and displaying it, because I feel that they are doing this intentionally now. Every time there is a Mazen and Kalu court cases approaching, they go out to kill cows to provoke the northerners, so that they will still clamor for for the detention of Mazen Nandekalo. I have been noticing it, and every time Mazen Nandekalo court case is near, Chinas Sanwo-Olu enters in Radio Biafra to speak trash.
Biafra activists, please
My brother,
let us not
please
debate
let me land.
in
I'm
the
coming, please.
topic, and I'm not here to talk about Tina Sanwo or
Yeah,
the people you call
I'm just using.
and
I'm going somewhere.
you know where I'm coming from. You are just making it long, you know, and I don't want us to be going back and forth on this. My concern is that you have been in this movement as you claim, and you know what our men faces in that Enugu. That comment you said you made before that comment came, our PM has already been making posts how our men has been sabotaged, how the Enugu people with the not all the Enugu, the few people that Fulanis are using in that Enugu, how their efforts have been sabotaging our men through the Fulani people like the Nigerian forces they are calling whenever our men has been deployed to that locations. You can't tell me you are not aware of these things. Before our PM started posting those weapons that he claimed that you said you see that makes you to ask us questions. It's not today you have been hearing that our men are being sabotaged in Enugu. Now your complaint where you should come in is that what can be done to stop the sabotage for our men to stop being sabotaged. Your concern to me, your concern should be our PM. This is what is happening. Please, we cannot leave our people in that location to be going through the Fulani attack or be suffering for the Fulani killings. We need to be keep doing something towards that way. That should be how you should put your statement, not by criticizing. That your criticizing doesn't go well with so many Biafrans. You know, we don't need that kind of criticizing because that is the that is the thing that these people are looking at. That is the angle of those people you just mentioned now. The Chinas or the DOS or people. That is the point they are looking at. So
My
you don't give them that room. Let me finish, please. I said I don't want to be attacking your comment section about this. So it's
I,
good that we
you see,
voice it
I
out
don't even
here.
care if you attack me. You see,
Let me.
I don't
I
even
don't
care if
want
you
to.
attack
I'm not in good
me.
of attacking our fellow
My brother,
somebody
listen.
that I know that is like is doing
Can you
what
hear
I'm
me?
doing to get Biafra. I don't want to be attacking you, so I wanted to voice it out here so that you can hear me. I can also hear you. What I'm saying is that
My brother, you have to calm down. You have to calm down. I apologize for muting you, but you have to really calm down. I remember criticizing the Odumeje's post made by Simon Eba.
my
They
brother, I'm
alleged.
not talking about Udumeje post. I want you to get my point. I'm not
My
concerned of
brother, can you let me finish speaking? I will allow you to speak. But if you keep interrupting me like this, we won't have any conversation. We are here for solutions. We are not even here to argue. We are here for solutions because we cannot keep uh, 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 folding our hands because of sabotage of few individuals. Allow our people in Enugu State to be killed and slaughtered by jihadists. It's not. I don't see that. I don't accept that. I will never accept that because of sabotage of a few individuals that are not up to 20. Not up to 10.
Biafra activist, can I ask you a question? Keep on repeating these few
You guys
individuals.
keep interrupt. You guys won't let me speak. I'll give out mics. You raise your hand. I'll give you mic.
Can I just ask you this question, if
All
it's
right.
possible?
All right.
You keep on repeating the our people being killed because of the few individuals. You keep on repeating this statement, and according to our prime minister post, he's calling on Enugu people. Are you ready? He's calling on. He's not calling on few individual. He's calling on Enugu people. So, are you trying to tell us that you know more than our prime minister? Because you
No,
keep on
nobody knows
repeating
it
this.
all. Nobody knows it all. Not even
But
our
why are you like trying to make it that few individual, which means you know something about it? Then tell us more. Let's know.
all right,
That is what
all
I
right,
want to know.
all right. We were making speeches here. We know the day Simon Ekpa posted about a traditional ruler trying to cede land to Fulani herdsmen. That's the information he gave us out. That's the information he gave us out. Right? Now, what I know is that a traditional ruler is involved in the sabotage of the security of our people. Because we don't have confidence in Nigerian army because they collude with them. We know that. We keep saying it. Some stupid intellect that think they are intellectual says we are pushing agenda, but we know that the Nigerian army that have not stopped the killings in Middle Belt won't stop the killings in Enugu State. So, if a traditional ruler is involved in the sabotage of the security of our people, he should go after that traditional ruler and his family. That is
Sorry,
my point.
our prime minister have been called out that community, not only that traditional ruler. He have
My
called
brother,
that
my brother,
community
you won't
about
tell me
that
that
sabotage.
every member of that particular community is sabotaging the effort of Biafra Liberation Army. There's no way you will tell me that and I'll accept it. Never.
But when the majority, when the majority
How
is,
do you come up? How did you come up that
then
majority of
how do you
Enugu
come up that is
people?
about a few individual? How do you come up with that
My
figure?
brother, my brother. See, this just facts. This just you won't tell me that there is no sabotage in Anambra. There's no saboteur in the Imo State. You see, you won't tell me that in a community of 2,000 people, that 1,800 people in Enugu State is against Biafra Liberation Army. And is Biafra Liberation Army
We
don't
are not even
ask
we
for
are talking
permission of
about
any.
particular community. We are talking about particular community here.
Biafra activist. My hand has been up for a while now. I don't know how you
My brother,
coordinate
I will come to you. I will come to you. They keep interrupting me. You see, so we just need solutions to make sure
Yeah, I
that
hold on, hold on,
you
Biafra
you are still
activist. How?
interrupting me. How do we make it? Maybe this space
Okay,
now.
okay, please, can you allow Biafra activist to talk? Let hear from him. Let's hear what he has to say first. Let's leave him to talk, please.
That's just it. That's just it. Okay, this is my submission. Right. I have seen someone post about our prime minister post about the the Igwe in a particular community trying to cede land to the Fulanis in Enugu State. That is sabotaging the effort and undermining the security of our people there. Right. So there was a killing at the first time before he posted that and explaining why there was this attack and the reasons for it. Because a traditional ruler, he posted it with it was like a letter. It was like a receipt. Then there was this, and after during that week, our PM posted that men are on ground fighting these jihadists. We saw videos, right? Then suddenly there was another attack, and I asked a question. If you and I asked a question, I don't know how we post and display sophisticated weapons, and yet Fulani herdsmen still attacked our people unchallenged, with none of them neutralized, no men on guard. I was trying to know is I was trying to know if our men on guard there was withdrawn or not. But all I was getting was attack. Everybody was attacking me. Some were calling me saboteur for asking questions. Because I know there is Biafran Defense Force with the objective of defending Biafra land. And an attack was carried out on my people. Then I asked this particular question to be made clear, to be cleared. And some people were calling me a saboteur because I asked to know. Then many came here and said some of the prominent people in that community is sabotaging the effort. I know if there are prominent people in that community that is sabotaging the effort, they are not up to 50. If our men have been killed by these saboteurs, then let's go after these saboteurs and send a warning to the rest. When you go after few and send a warning to the rest, they will stop undermining the security of our people. Because see, there is no how you will convince me to accept that because of sabotage of some individuals that the defense forces with the sole aim of defending our people were withdrawn in a particular region of Biafra land because of sabotage. I'm sorry, I won't buy it. Come on, is real.
Please
Okay, okay.
let
Please,
me say something, please.
who is this?
Please, why am I? Please wait.
Um, um, Biafra activists, please, can you explain the topic so that we can flow very well as well before I continue?
All right. Enugu killing solutions. Omayi versus Peter Obi, right? And the landmark beach demolition. These were all, but the main place of concentration is on the Enugu killings solution. This is our main point of concentration. Thank you.
Okay, what is what is the solution? Can you tell us the solution a little bit? Can you give us solution for Enugu State?
All right.
Because you,
I will tell you the solutions, right? But I will have to allow. I saw an individual here to speak. Then after she's finished speaking, I will give you some solutions.
I will still
My own
I will
personal advice.
I will still speak, but I want to follow up with your own solution. Can you prefer some solutions for Enugu State?
If
Because it's like you
all
know
right,
the
I will. If
terrain.
you want to speak,
You
right?
know the terrain very, very well. Can you prefer some solutions so that we can also join you and talk about the solution?
If you want to speak, you can go ahead and speak. I will still tell you my solutions. But if you want, let me speak first before making your statement. Please, can you allow Stephanie Ome to speak before?
Okay, okay. Let me wait for Stephanie. I
Uh,
want you to
okay.
preface your own solution first.
All right. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
You get why has been here, I think. You get why
Yeah.
was here before
Please
Stephanie.
allow her
Yeah,
speak.
I will allow Stephanie. Let her go. Then I will come in.
Okay.
Respectfully.
Okay.
Uh, can she hear me?
You say I can go now? Okay.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. Thank you for having me. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, my brothers and my sisters. So, the topic says Enugu killing solution Omahi versus Pitobi. Anyway, I'm not going to go into the Omahi and Pitobi issue. So, the main reason why I just pick up the mic was because I heard when Biafra activist was explaining, and I agree with everything he said, which is that saboteurs cannot prevent gallant people to do what they're supposed to do. You understand? So if you have those people, at the right places, what do you think Igwe can do? What is Igwe doing? We have to understand that sometimes even those Igwes are scared. You shouldn't be expecting Igwe to say things that you want, because are you going to provide him with security, personal security? So we have to understand that when they are in those type of positions, they say things that they don't even mean. It's left for you, that is the boot on the ground, to know the right thing to do. Even so long as they are not, that they are sabotaging or whatever is not inflicting death on the boots on the ground, you understand? Then they are not the big problem. You see, if you are in the bushes or whatever, Igwe is not coming inside the bush to tell you when to pull the trigger. You understand what I mean? Igwe is sitting in his place and all that stuff. So Igwe will just be hearing what happened. Igwe don't need you don't need to explain to Igwe what you are doing. You see? So, and one thing that made me really like the statement that Biafra activist stated was that I love, like, people shouldn't be angry when he questions something. Even a good man, even a very good, honorable man can make mistake. Don't expect people to not question things. When you don't question somebody, every human being will grow wing. There's reason why we call it checks and balances. You see, even as I am now, don't believe everything I say. Always ask question. Always, if you see what I'm doing that is not making sense, you question me. You say, no, this is not, I like people that questions. And that's why the moment I start listening to you, and I read that tweet where you ask all those sophisticated whatever they've been showing, why is he not put, why hasn't been put in use or something of that nature? Why are we getting massacred without any, there's no defense, nothing. We're not even talking about offense, because the level of threat that we are facing, we should even be going on offense, but then as people that doesn't like trouble, we go on defense. Even the defense, we don't even have it. So, and everybody keep blaming, saying the Igwe is jeopardizing what? Where is the proof? Can we see the proof that Igwe is jeopardizing the security stuff? So that's all I have to say. I just came back from work, but I saw this thing. Anytime anything relating to my people, even if it's only 10 people that is talking, I'm not those type of people that wait until they see 5,000 people in a space before they join. Mine is, what is the topic I'm trying to figure out. Once it relates to my people, I comment, because we at the end of the day, we can make all the money we want to make, but if we don't have our people alive, you are not going to enjoy that money. You're not going to enjoy it. There's no enjoyment when you have money and you don't have your people. You see, our people are getting massacred every day, and it seems like it's a joke. I'm not seeing even our Igbo Twitter's influencers. Everybody is quiet, like nothing is happening. So, my brothers and my sisters, please calm down. Don't be angry with Biafra activists. It's not a sabotage. It's not questioning stuff doesn't mean you're a sabotage. Just so long as it's reasonable. That's not what sabotage means. Sabotage don't even have to question you. They hide on that somewhere. They do their dirty stuff. They don't have to even question you. So that's all I have to say right now. Thank you guys for listening to me, and I love you all.
I
Thank you
have
very much.
something to add to this thing, please. I'm begging
Um,
you, just a little something I want to
all right,
add,
go ahead. Come
please.
and say, please, exercise patience.
Mm-hmm.
People.
So, what I'm trying to say is like I said before, since how many months or since last year or since ever, Enugu State has been sabotaging our men, and we don't want to lose them no more. I still prefer a solution. Let there be investigation in Enugu State. Let us know the caliber and the category of people that are sabotaging us there. In Imo State, there is nothing like that. And our men are defending them because our leader said if Fulani captures Imo State, they have captured the whole of our land. And Imo State, they are playing cool, and our men are there. So this one of Enugu State, I really want to know what is going on, because if the people comply like the other people, our men will not leave them. And for we to pack our men there, and the people they are protecting will sabotage everything they are doing, I don't support that. I don't support that. So what I am saying is, let us forget about sophisticated or nose, and remember too, we have not declared Biafra. There are some extent to extent you will showcase yourself in Biafra land. So what we want now is, let there be cooperation between our men and the people of Enugu State, so that we will fish out the people that are sabotaging, so that our men will gain ground in Enugu State. We cannot afford to give any inch of our land in Enugu State to Fulanis. If all the able men and people that are living in those areas, if they run away, Fulani will occupy. That is what they are doing. And when they occupy that place, they will stay there and be launching attacks to other parts of Biafra land. So my own opinion is, let there be cooperation between Enugu people. If the monarch there is the problem, ka anyị gosi ya ụzọ be nne ha. Simple. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. See, in Imo State, I think I'm mad. Saboteurs has get it very hot in Imo State. Many of their houses were burned down. One of the saboteurs in Imo State, I still have the videos. His penis was cut off. His penis was cut off. So why are we giving these excuses of sabotage in Enugu State? Do you really realize that Enugu State is very close to Middle Belt? If we give these excuses in Enugu State, these people will wipe off the citizens of Nimbo and also one. Why we keep giving excuses of sabotage? Enugu State is close to Middle Belt. These are areas of concentration. It's a very red zone for the Fulani herdsmen. This is why I'm very concerned. And for my brother Kama is real that asking me for my solution. That I said something before. There is a reason we have civilians and security operatives, right? I don't think our men need permission of anybody, even the traditional ruler, to enter the bush and attack the Fulani herdsmen. Because I don't think when there is a gun exchange between the Fulani herdsmen and our men, that the Igwe will leave his palace to come and stop them. All you have to do is to call the Nigerian army, right? Yeah. Do you know that our men can actually do this work very smoothly and leave without the Igwe even knowing how they entered and how they left? Do they come into the community and with a public address system telling the villagers, we have come to fight the Fulani herdsmen, don't sabotage us? Do you
Can
know
I
what
add something on what you are saying?
my brother? If you I'm trying to reply Kama is, I'm bringing a solution, then I will still allow you to speak.
Uh,
Okay.
uh, the way you analyze this thing is like those men you are talking will hang on air and wait for the Fulani. Those men
My,
have to be on ground and
my
they
brother,
have to have the full cooperation of the community. So I
I don't
understand
think
the
so.
kind of this our sister Stephanie. You are from Enugu. I was in a space the day Grandmaster was holding space. I had
My brother, please exercise patience. Everybody will speak. Everybody will speak. I promise you that. Everybody will speak. Please. See, come on.
Yeah, I'm
I gave an
listening.
illustration.
I'm listening.
When
I'm li-
when we
I'm listening. Or do you want me to speak now? Can anybody still hear him? I think he has turned off his mic.
I can't hear him either. I can't hear him. And
Host,
I've
you are
not finished
muted.
what I wanted
He
to say.
Muted
he
yourself.
muted
I
himself.
think I think
Muted.
Biafra activist should find someone and
all right,
co-host
all
so I
right.
can have a space
During
in
when we
tonight
usually fight
because
Okay. Okay.
during school
Okay.
times,
Okay. Let me
right?
let me.
Now, my
Yeah.
brother,
Oh, Biafra activists, are you
we
back?
can you hear me?
Is that Biafra activist?
please
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Biafra,
Yeah. Go
Yeah.
Biafra
ahead. Go
activist,
ahead. After you, I will go. After you, I will.
come on, Israel, please. Can someone advise him if I don't know if he's hearing me? Let him co-host somebody here to.
all right, all right, all right. Let me call somebody. Let me call somebody. Ugochukwu Biafra, I actually sent you a co-host. Okay, come on, is real.
Yes.
Um, we can have, like I said before, we can set up an investigative volunteer journalist who can go out, interview these villagers also, hear from them, and also proceed to know the thoughts of these communities. We can actually blow their faces, right? They speak and tell us their minds, right? Because not all these villagers, because from what I'm hearing, many of the young men in those villages have deserted the village. Only the old women there that can't defend themselves, and the stupid traditional rulers that are under Pitamba. We can set up this volunteer force. We can have our men on guard, but in disguise form. We can have spies that are farmers, that are Okada riders, that are pure water sellers. We can give them security numbers that they can use to alert our men. Because if our men were on guard, on disguise, even if these Fulani herdsmen came to attack our people, they may kill our people, but they won't go back complete. If it was that they came to Nimbo community and killed people, and the reports gave that Biafra Liberation Army or Biafra Defense Forces gave them a hot chase or neutralized one of them, I would have been comfortable with that. But that they came, killed, and went home unchallenged was where I was very concerned. If there were men on guard or very close or at alert, they may have killed, but they would have, one of them would have been neutralized. This is what I was saying. So we can have spies,
Or
that
even capture
can
alive
I
self.
or
can I
even
ask a
alive.
question? I
This is what
get
I'm
you.
saying.
Yeah,
Because
I get
Please,
your point.
these are my solutions.
can we
Why?
be coordinated? Let's allow him to finish, and then he can give mic to somebody else. Let's
But he
allow
I
him
keep
to
on
don't know
finish.
why.
I don't know why
repeating
they
the same thing, and it's for
When he's okay, when he said he let him finish. Let give him opportunity to finish.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. So, in summary, what I'm saying is this: we first set up a volunteer investigative journalist that know that their life is also at stake. Even in the for example in the armies have their own photographers. They have their investigative journalists too. We can have these people who will go and interview some of these villagers, blow their faces and their names, and hear from them too, right? And go without even the Igbo knowing, right? Then we can have special spies, give out their numbers, give them special numbers to call. We can give them special numbers to call. We can have spies in Okada riders, hawkers, farmers, who will call these special numbers. If our men are on guard, then these Fulani jihadists won't come and kill our people unchallenged. This is my own advice and solutions. Kama is real.
Okay, thank you so much
Please,
for your
after Kama, you will allow me to speak 2 minutes more. Thank you.
thank,
Who is talking, please?
Simon Madaberesh.
All right.
Biafra activists. The way you are explaining the whole thing is like you know very very much, but I'm also surprised that you know all these things, but you are not part of the volunteer army, so that you can also be giving this information to the volunteers. Because if I tell you my village now, even if I mention it here now, you can never locate my village. It's impossible because you have never been to my village.
My
Hold,
brother, if it is
hold,
locatable, I can
hold
locate it.
on now. You can hold on. You will tell me, maybe you will check Google. You can't locate my village. You can't. The same way security does not work the way you are explaining it with your mouth. Security is all about intelligent gathering. And for you to get that information, you need the people. You cannot just enter somebody's territory and start getting information. And when you hear sabotage, maybe because they're using the word sabotage, let's put the word sabotage aside. Let's use a different word. Maybe that will make it easier. What about if we say that the people are not cooperating? Where you just enter somebody's territory because you want to defend them, it doesn't work that way. But we use the word sabotage as a general word. But that is not the main problem in that area. The main problem is that the people are not cooperating. So will you just say, okay, because they are not cooperating, let me just jump into their territory? It doesn't work with. Even if you have good,
This has been my point.
hold on,
This has been my point.
even if you have good intention, to just go and defend them, you cannot defend people until you get
You are
their attention, you get their cooperation.
the
Then you can be able to now deploy all these things you're saying now. You can be able to get into the farmer you're talking about, get into the Okada riders you're talking about. You still need the people. You cannot just go there and start doing all these things. But when we use the general word, saboteur, it just to cover everything. For example, this Stephanie here now, I don't know when she started, she become an activist, because she is one of the people that always castigating, our people. And then now it has happened in her own territory. She's now coming to tell us how to defend them. It defend his own people, but he is not supporting what we are doing. So
Biafra
how will
activist.
you now?
My brother,
Hold,
my
yeah.
brother, my brother, my brother, please wait. Let me address
Biafra
something.
Hold on. Let,
activist, please. I
let
want
me
to ask a
finish now. Let
question.
me finish.
I want to ask a question before you go on.
Oh, you want to ask
Can
me?
you
Are
And
you
guys
asking me a question?
I want to ask the
yes, my
Biafra
brother?
activist a question.
Okay, you want?
I just
Can you
want to
wait?
ask him.
Can you wait when it's actually your turn, please?
I've been here for quite a long time, though.
Yo.
Okay, he get why. He get why. You will come in a bit. Let me finish. Let me just finish.
Come on, Israel.
Okay.
Come on,
Yes.
Israel. Please. I want to address something before you go ahead.
Okay.
You see, um, my spaces are not where agendas are pushed. Please. I've been following this lady here, and I know her stance. She must not make it public before you know her stance, right? Um, there are
Which
words.
lady are you talking about? Stephanie.
Yes,
I've met Stephanie. We come to every space. We are in every
and
space.
you don't
So
say
I've heard
it
her
is
voice so many
she
times.
didn't tell you it is her
Yeah.
community. Enugu State is Biafra land.
Yeah, that is what I'm
It's part
saying.
of us.
Is I know, I understand
Every
that.
part of Biafra land is important to every one of us. You don't say because it is a community she comes out
But
of.
that is the common truth. It's the
But,
common
but,
truth.
yeah, but we're telling you what we know. We've met, we've this lady called Stephanie. We've
Biafra
already,
activists, allow and make it finish. Just
uh,
allow it. Don't
we
worry about it.
we've been in space together with this person, and we've heard her voice. So if somebody like this castigates you as a security officer, will you then go to defend the person because something happened? You might have good intention, but you might do it and you get yourself into trouble. You know,
Kama,
Do,
Kama,
do,
Is-
do you
Kama
know? Do you
Israel.
know?
Kama Israel. You
Is
must be
it
mistaken.
means
You must.
Kama is real. Kama is
Okay,
real.
okay. Kama Israel. Okay.
Yeah.
You must be. You must be mistaking me with somebody else. Period. Because I've never, even when I disagree with do you know when one time that I responded on that Simon Ekpa, do you know the type of hit where I get that period? So even if I disagree, I hardly even mention it.
Not
So you must no, you
hold
must be,
on. Hold
because
on.
no, let me finish this one because the
I'm
thing
not
you are saying.
I'm not the only one that know you here.
Okay,
You've never come to our
but
space. You
no,
always go to
you might say you don't like my stance on all that stuff. But when it comes to anything about Igbo, when it
we're
comes
not
to anything about, I don't know where you're saying about that I'm castigating. Castigate who did I castigate? Have I ever castigate anything relating to IPOB, anything relating to Nnamdi Kanu, anything relating to Simon Ekpa? Just give me one example. At least, who was this guy that used to be here? Justice used to be here. Give me one example of that castigate.
Hold,
Just
hold,
one example.
hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish my my what I'm saying. Let me finish. I'm not here to have an argument. I'm here to speak. You know, um, make my submission and all that. So, Biafra activist, you have a very detailed solution. But the problem is that we keep on using the word sabotage. It's not about sabotage, it's about the people's will. The people you want to defend, are they ready for you to defend them? This particular place have history. Starting from the time of DOS. There've been history upon history about this area. And mind you,
No, starting from Biafran War. Starting from Biafran
yeah,
War.
I'm just talking about recent. I'm not just going down. This Nibo is different from Ihamufu and all that. And some of this territory, the Fulanese are like their brothers. They are protecting the Fulanese within their midst because they've lived for a very long time. And there are so many Fulanese that are using Igbo name as a business. They are camouflaging, and all these things has come up on the internet recently. It's not that we don't care. It's not that a prime minister don't care. But there are things you cannot do. For example, one of the things I know about our men or our prime minister is that you can never get to our men. And that is why you don't hear that they've busted this camp, busted this camp. So you cannot just jump into people's territory because you want to protect them. If not, Nigeria army would have been everywhere. But they can't be everywhere. They have to get information first before they will now act. The same thing with our men. They can't just be everywhere. They can't just go there because so they need the cooperation of the people. So we are using a king because a king is a face. Is a face that people know. It's not only that king. It's just that everybody know about the king because
My brother, please, round up, please, round up.
So that's why they talk about the king. But the most important thing we should know here is that the place has a history. And recently, even the governor also is also making a way for them to give the land to these people.
Is hope of them not, this, I don't know.
Okay, let me
Please,
tell you the
these things
difference.
you are saying are not,
Let me say the
excuses,
difference
not
between
in general.
Enugu and Imo State. The difference
I, I,
between
I don't even find this as an excuse.
hold on, hold on now. The difference
Excuse me.
between
And
Enugu.
please, I want to ask you a
Yeah, go
question.
ahead.
On you said about
Go
cooperation.
ahead.
You talked something. You said something about cooperation,
Yeah.
that the Nimbo community are not cooperating with Biafra Liberation Army. So do Biafra Liberation Army enter the Igbo community and start looking for the community members, call them on a community meeting to tell them we have come, please, we need your cooperation.
That
Biafra
is hold
activist.
on. That
Please,
is
come on. I
that
want
is
to ask you a question. You
See,
posted something.
and
You posted something. You know what's that?
please, I'm begging. Let's follow this. This. Let's organize this space, please. I don't like in a way when somebody is speaking, another person is interrupting. That's why I don't hold space frequently, because more like if come anger issues, I can end the space. Laboro wamgazi. See, I prefer writing everything. I prefer posting my minds than opening spaces because some things are more. Please let's follow order respectively. I apologize for meeting you. You get why. Come on, can you wait for he gets why to ask his question? I'm not personally too much.
Sorry, I just want to drop a question. Again, Kama, deliberate on why I wait for my thought. And that question is, according to your own analysis, when you get to Ambazonia today, where you have massive resignation from their people in the Cameroon government organogram, or those staffs working under the Cameroon government, massive resignation, mark the word. That should tell you the mind of the people. And with this, your analysis, yet the Cameroon people are being killed. And also, under the leadership of Mazen Namdekano, which I know you hold in high esteem, the killing of Ikonso happened as the commander. And again, I want to ask, during the leadership of Mazen Namdekano, when Mazen Namdekano was here, does it mean that there were no massacre in any part of Biafran territory as under his leadership? Then, once in a while, that's the question I
All
want to
right,
ask.
all
And
right,
I want you guys to
all right.
deliberate on that
Thank
respectfully,
you
sir.
very much. Thank you very much. Okay, let me answer you. Um, Even during the Biafra war, there were saboteurs, sabotage.
Okay, sorry. You made
Wait,
mention of something. During the Biafran
can
War, you
hear
said,
it. Can I answer one? Can I answer?
yeah, go ahead.
Like I was saying, even during the time of sabotage, got Ikonso killed. Even sabotage got Martin and Kalo where he is today. But during the time of Martin and Kalo, there were sabotage. Uh, um, there are communities that were being invaded by Nigerian army and burnt also. There were inward saboteurs. But the question is, how were the saboteurs treated? Right? The question is, how were the saboteurs treated? Did the Martin and Kalo withdraw? Did Martin and Kalo come up and decide to punish a full community because of sabotage of a foolish, greedy, prominent people?
Can I
It-
answer your question?
you know, I'm answering your question now. I'm answering your question. It is how the saboteurs were treated. You don't just because of sabotage. Sabotage is a normal, is a is a normal. Let me say, it's a normal thing in any freedom fighting. So I don't see why sabotage should cause should be the reason our people are being left at the mercy of the Fulani jihadists. Because I know during the time of Martin Nandekalo, Martin Nandekalo will tell you, go and bring me the head of the traditional ruler. I don't know if you're understanding me.
Okay.
He
Oh,
will
yeah.
say it live on radio, not telling us that because of the traditional ruler is ceding land to the Fulani herdsmen and they are sabotaging the effort of the Biafra Liberation Army. He will tell you, go and bring me the head of the traditional ruler. That is Martin Nandekalo for you. He's a no-nonsense man. Thank
Please,
you.
why is Hope Uzodinma still alive today? Yet he was the governor when Mazen Namdekano was there. Why is this so?
My
Why
brother.
has he ordered for the life,
All right,
for the
my
head
brother.
of Hope
I will answer
Uzodinma?
you.
And why is Uzodinma still living?
My brother, I will answer you. I will answer you this particular question now. But please, please, if your hand is still up, please exercise patience with me. Let me give Justice mic.
Wait,
It's like
Biafra activists,
he's
please,
busy.
can I crave your indulgence because it's very, very late where I am. Maybe let me just drop my speech, then I can hang.
All right. After, please, 2 minutes after you, Justice goes. Please, it's like he's very busy. Go ahead, Manager.
All right. Good morning from my location, and I've been listening quite a long time, to the speech you are making. Actually, what I wanted to say is that in the case of Biafra restoration, every community or every state under Biafra, produces saboteurs. Saboteur is like while cooking your food, you refuse to add maggi or refuse to add a salt. The food will, it will taste somehow. That's how it is in freedom fighting. If you don't have all these things, that means you are not fighting for anything. Okay? So I will agree with you at some point. You understand? And as at the same time disagree with you at some point. You understand? Actually, I'm not in support of the government trying to abandon a community, or leave them for them to be massacred or for them to suffer for a while before they can actually intervene for what has happened to them. Okay, but at some certain point, some people need to they need to be they need to pay a price for their nonchalant attitude. Just like I said earlier, every community produces saboteurs. It is not only in Enugu, it is not only in Anambra, it is not only in Ebonyi, it's not only in Imo State, it's not only in Abia. Saboteur is everywhere. In as much as we have greedy politicians and greedy elites, they can be something else, you know. So in the case of Enugu, actually I am from Enugu State. Understand? So I understand how some people misbehave in our own part. Understand? So, but what matters most is that they have, most people in that area doesn't even know what is going on. Believe me. If you come to that Ozuwane, if you come to that part of Nimbo and the rest, majority of the villagers doesn't even know what is happening. They can't even give you explicit of how Biafran restoration is going. That is to tell you how poor they are in information. So that is why I'm very, very happy in this, Biafran satellite and the Biafra radio that is being installed around the Biafra land now. So these people can act based on foolishness. You understand? Believe me, they can act based on foolishness. But you see now that this massacre or invasion of their community has occurred many times. It can actually give them a signal. Now most of them are beginning to reason. You understand? So that's why I said even when our commanders post and try to say that these people, they need to suffer for what they have done in the past, I will always plead, because you cannot because of 2, 3, 4 persons in the community, you decide to abandon that community for a while. It is not done that way, because we are here to protect our people. We are here to protect our vulnerable men and women. Okay, so what I want to say in this regard is that information is key. Can I continue, please? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Let me just
yeah.
round it up.
Just you have you have some few
All
seconds,
right.
please.
So in this era we are now, Biafran Liberation Army are human beings. Okay, they are human beings like me and you. So they need maximum cooperation in any community they want to enter, or in any community they are going to protect. They need the people to work with them, because maybe in some parts they might not have volunteers that can actually guide them or lead them through. They still need some villagers to actually give them the reasonable information they need, to be able to protect that area. So let's use the word cooperation instead of sabotage, so as we can get it very right. So people of that part of Nimbo. You cannot say the whole Enugu state is sabotaging. There are some communities in Enugu state that are very, very active in what you are doing. They produce more men. They have what it takes. So in that area, there are some kind of disinformation. We try to tell them what the liberation is, how the liberation is going, and to some extent, get some particular people from that village that can actually work with the Biafran Liberation Army in order for them to have a smooth, protection of our people, because they can't be everywhere. Just like as Kama said, they can't be everywhere. So for them to be somewhere, they need information to work there. So they have worked in Enugu before, and they have done some, credible, jobs there, which we are give them accolade. There are some area they are very, very protective in Enugu as we speak. Okay, so what I want to say now is that we don't need to, antagonize the government for what they have said earlier. What you need to do now is that people like Stephanie here, Stephanie here is from Enugu by her name, Ome and Mba. I think she's from Enugu if I'm not mistaken. So somebody like Stephanie need to do some evangelism. She has a lot of work to do. For people in her area to be able to cue in what you are doing, they need somebody like her to get some kind of information, credible informations of what is going on. I have gone through her post, her timeline. She had never shared anything concerning Biafra, and I believe majority of his people are following her. So for you now to give a protection to your people, you need to do some work. You don't leave everything for the government. Okay, so someone like you now, the Biafra activist, you are here always on Twitter, giving the message, giving it back to back. So all we need to do, with government is helping us, we have to in turn help the government. The Biafra Liberation Army is protecting us. We have to in turn protect them too. They are human being like us. They are not split. They are not ghosts. They are human being like us. They have flesh, blood running to their veins. So we have everybody in Biafra land have a work to do. So I'm very, very, concerned about Enugu people, more especially that part of Nimbo. They are very, very disinformed. They don't have any information. Okay, so we all have a lot of work to do. So don't come to the space now to to begin to antagonize the government. What they are doing is what they're supposed to do. Our prime minister said that Enugu people, they need to suffer for what they have done. Let me just say it this way. No, this is not the verbal way he quoted it, but he's trying to let them understand the gravity of what they have done in the past. But that doesn't even prevent him from sending more men there to protect people. But they need cooperation of people to work, to be able to work. So let's round it up now. People of Biafra.
My brother, you don't talk
No
past
verse,
3
no verse,
minutes.
no verse, no verse. Just let me just touch everywhere. No verse, no much. So what I want to say now is that we all have a lot of work to do. So we just have to do a lot of work on our people. So to show your support to our government, it's not only coming to space to speak. You brand English, after branding you go and sleep. You have to talk to people in back home, let them understand what's going on. Our people don't have that information until Radio Biafra is everywhere in Biafra land, so that they can be able to get more information of what is happening. So I would like to draw my curtain here for now. Day one, thank you.
Thank you very much. You see, uh, um, there is some things we usually do in school those days. When our one of our teachers, when my is open at school too much, when one of our teachers like that tries to bully us, we seek for her phone number, use unknown number, and bombard her phone with calls. Can somebody actually provide it? Sure, those communities should have the phone number of their Igwe. Let's start there. We can actually call that Igwe with unknown numbers and let him know that people are unhappy with his sabotage. So we can actually start calling him when his phone numbers are provided with unknown numbers and let him know that people are taking note of his sabotage and people are dying because of his act of sabotage. One. My brother, you talked about Radio Biafra. I have been praying for this because the Nigerian government that has hijacked DOS, they succeeded in taking control of the Radio Biafra, and what is only pushing
Let me
Radio
correct
Biafra.
myself. I mean, Voice of Biafra. Thank you.
All right, yeah. Voice of Biafra, right? Yeah, I'm talking about the already hijacked Radio Biafra of Mazen and the Kano that is now used as a tool of propaganda by China Saworo to attack Martin and Kalo brothers and the Martin and Kalo lawyer. So they have totally used that one to as their propaganda radio. So the voice of Biafra that is being set up now should do some sanitation on our people. I'm telling you the fact that I said it here before that there are places that if you call the name of someone but they don't know who is Simon. But there is no nook and cranny of Igbo land that don't know who is Mazen Manekalo. That is what that voice of Biafra will do. That is the work of voice of Biafra will do an excellent work about that, because voice of Biafra will bring what is happening in our land direct. For example, if there is an ongoing, for example, in Olo, we know Olo is a very strong front line. If there's an ongoing clash, and a village member maybe in the bush calls Radio Biafra, you can be hearing the voice of gunshots, heavy gunshots in the background. Then then our people in Enugu State, our people in Anambra State, we know that this is a serious something, that we are actually in a very serious state. But when you are telling them, but when PM posts that what is ongoing in Olu now, many of them are not on Twitter. You see, so many of them won't take this thing serious.
Can I say something? Can I say something, Biafra?
Yeah.
Let me just say something quickly. What I mean in disinformation is that they don't actually understand how this, the Biafra restoration, the phase we are in now. That does not mean they don't know what Biafra is all about, because this sit at home on every Monday is a very powerful, mechanism that sets every record straight. So what I mean by they are disinformed is that, why we know this, the way it is happening in our law, that people understand how the Biafran Liberation Army works. That is the part I'm talking about, disinformation. But
Um,
at least,
my brother,
wait, I'm coming, please. If at least there are something going on in Nimbo or something going on in Enugu, at least when our prime minister is, making some, speech, or kind of giving a, state of the union address, or on Twitter X space giving some kind of, directives, they can also get that the same information raw while listening to their radio FM in their particular, village. So what I mean is that I didn't say that they don't know what is Biafra all about, or they don't, know who Samonekpa is. They know who Samonekpa is, but they don't get that particular raw message that they need to get. Like Biafran liberation, this mechanism they are using, or the face of this liberation now. Okay, so that is the way it is. But every Monday sit at home, everybody in Biafra land sits at home. But we need to do more work. We as a people need to, pass a raw message to our people. Like my family, I will tell them what is going on. See what's going on. This is what is happening. They will have that idea. So people from that this deep villages,
um,
they need to
thank you
support.
very much, brother. I actually understand. I actually understand where you're going, right? Yeah, but I'm telling you, I'm the one telling you that there are parts of Biafra land where there are people today. I'm not even making this up. That don't know who is Simon Ekpa, our prime minister.
Biafra activist,
They don't know.
please, can you give me 2 minutes to speak? My hand has been up since. You have just gotten me up and down. Can you give me 2 minutes to speak?
Who is talking.
Simon Epa
Are you
can
not
take.
seeing your screen? This is Simon
Mr.
Ekpatabesh. Are you not
Mr.
seeing
Brechi,
yourself? You
Mr.
have been
Brechi,
cutting me up. Would you
All right.
please allow
Mr.
me to
But
Brechi.
you
speak?
have spoken
Can you
before.
allow me
You have
to speak?
spoken before. Please exercise patience,
You
please.
are cutting me up and
Damn it. Damn. Man, man, do this space finish. Man, this is space finish first. My brother, I'll get to you, please. See, I have lost my train of thought. That's the reason why I hate interruption. But we move.
Okay, Biafra activists, let me carry on so that you will go and drink water so that you remember what
Okay,
you wanted to say.
I actually want to say I was actually saying something before you interrupted me.
Mm.
I was actually saying something because chill. Like I was saying, no, I said there are part of Biafra land that they don't know what is BLA. They still know ESN. They don't know if ESN is disbanded or not. I'm telling you the truth. They don't know if
Yeah,
Moneta.
it's the same across.
That's why I'm
Even
saying
in
that
in in
voice
ev-
of
in
Biafra
country, there are
is
people that
saying it.
have chosen to be
Just stop
ignorant,
from my side.
especially if you are a church member, a committed church member, where they tell you not to listen to any other thing except that message that is coming from your pastor. You can never know what is going on
Do you
outside
think
of you. You know,
a Twitter
but they will be still in the same space, but they wouldn't know any other thing because that thing they've already told them to listen to is the only thing that they listen to. So is normal. People might not even know. Even in my
everybody
village, a lot of people don't know who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is and all that. It depends on the message, but I believe
mana ha emena ha mechie ha ọnụ. So yes, ọ dị ka seems na ka ahụ emechiela. Think I will even stop it too. You've been threatening us. You want to close your space as if you are the one that have been doing space for us. Bunch of liars. Dalunu, Biafrans. Don't think I need to go. Let me even check if they are coming back. They're not coming back. I will close it. Good night. Good night. And if you have not voted, please go and vote. If you need the link for voting, inbox me. Inbox me. Good night. God bless you all. God bless our leader, Mazen Nandekano. God bless our Prime Minister. Anybody that is not respecting, no, this thing will enter. Don't address our Prime Minister as Simon Ekpa. I would have grabbed the mic, but Kachifunu, good night. We'll talk about it tomorrow.